From Omro down to Mayville, from Rosendale to the Ledge, and everywhere in between, it's time to get you caught up on everything happening in the Flyway Conference. This is the Flyway Focus Sport Report, your home for the best whip-around coverage of your favorite local teams. Now, with all the latest, here's Jordan King.
Good Saturday morning to you. The Ledger's boys basketball team is outright Flyway champs.
This is the time to get greedy. We don't want to share a conference championship, and man, I couldn't be any prouder than the guys over there.
That was Coach Kyle Krieger following his team's dominating 71-45 win against Laconia last night. The win not only completed the season sweep, but also clinched an outright conference title with one game to spare. A tight race all season long, and yet the Ledgers got it done with some wiggle room. Impressive season from them so far. On senior night, the seniors were excellent for Springs. They combined for 56 of the team's 71 points. 3 seniors were in double figures as well. Noah Mowell had 15, Emmett Hune had 13, and Tate Schufts had 10. Junior Ben Baker was his usual stellar self. Baker finished with 14. Winnebago Lutheran went to Lemira, where the Lions were honoring the 25-year anniversary of their state basketball appearance. Lemira got to the state semifinal back in 2000. After the celebrations, the game was a defensive battle. WLA held Lemira to just 32 points to get the 41-32 win. Max Huntsman led WLA with 15. Gannon Schwartz had 12. Some didn't even pick WLA to finish in the top half of the Flyway. Here they are currently alone in second with one game to play. Final 2 games last night, Mayville locked down Campbellsport 52-34, and Omro took care of North Fondy 73-52. Girls wrestling sectionals yesterday, and Campbellsport sophomore Ireland Woolheather punched her ticket to state out of the Menasha sectional. She finished second. She pinned her way to the championship match, where she lost a close 2-0 decision to a wrestler from Neenah. Still, second good enough to earn a spot in Madison. Woolheather was the only wrestler to qualify on the night from the Flyway. There were a few other close calls. Emma Batzler is ranked 10th in the state at 126, but had 2 top 5 wrestlers in her sectional. She lost 10-3 to Taya Johnson of Menasha in the semifinal. Similar story for Maya Schroffnagel. She lost to the 3rd-ranked wrestler in the state in the semifinal, Lily Banks of Menasha. Banks this year, 42-1 on the season. So unfortunately for Batzler and Schroffnagel, not enough spots in the girls' tournament yet to get them to state. At the Dodgeland sectional, Laconia's Savannah Britton lost to Horicon's Ruby Brandt in the second-place match. Britton finished 3rd, 1 spot out of state. And Lemira's Ariana Cronin dropped her second-place match and finished 3rd as well. Good showing for Flyway girls wrestlers. Had a chance to get a handful of wrestlers to state last night, but Woolheather ends up the only wrestler that will compete next week. Speaking of wrestling, sectional Saturday today around the state, and the Flyway has 40 boys wrestlers that'll get after it today. At the Division II Sectional D in Waupun, Campbellsport takes 9 wrestlers, North Fondy Springs has 5, Winnebago Lutheran with 3, and Mayville has 1. At the Division III Sectional D in Dodgeland, Lemira has 6, Laconia has 5, and St. Lawrence Seminary has a pair. And Omro heads to Valders, Sectional B in Division III there, where the Foxes will have 8 wrestlers. Omro's sectional, by far the toughest in Division III. And later on today, Laconia's girls basketball team will take on the best team in the state and one of the best teams in the Midwest when they go to Pewaukee. Pewaukee is the top-ranked team in Division I, 21-2 on the year. One of those losses was to Montverde Academy in Florida over the holiday break. That's it for today. Busy day today as the Flyway looks to send a bunch of wrestlers to the Kohl Center for the state tournament coming up next week. We'll have results throughout the day on our social media channels and, of course, on Monday with that report. Have a great weekend, everyone. For the Flyway Focus Sports Report, I'm Jordan King.